The man of my dreams has almost faded now.
And what man is that, miss?
The one I have created in my mind.
Elise McKenna, played by Jane Seymour, stands on stage. She's performing a monologue that's meant to capture the depth of her feelings for Richard Collier. It's a moment that's raw, emotional, and unforgettable. But here's the first amazing fact. Christopher Reeve, who played Richard, wasn't even there that day. That's right, he was not on set during the filming of this iconic scene. So, who was Jane Seymour looking at while delivering those heartfelt lines? This is where the story gets really interesting. Sitting in Richard Collier's seat was none other than Richard Matheson. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he's the writer of Somewhere in Time. Matheson wrote the original novel, Bid Time Return, and adapted it into the screenplay for the film. On the day of the monologue, he stepped in to sit where Christopher Reeve would have been. Jane Seymour directed all her emotion, all her focus toward Matheson. Imagine being the writer and having your words delivered to you in such a powerful way. It's a rare moment in film history where the creator becomes part of the creation. Let's pause for a second and think about what that means. Most actors rely on their co-stars to help bring out the best in their performances. They feed off each other's energy, their reactions, their presence. But Jane Seymour had to dig deep and find that emotion without Christopher Reeve there. Instead, she found it by connecting with the man who wrote the story. It's a testament to her talent and to the power of storytelling. Now, let's move on to the second amazing point about this monologue. Jane Seymour has openly admitted that she wasn't really acting during that scene. You heard that right, she wasn't pretending. During the filming of Somewhere in Time, both Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve were single. As they worked together, they developed real feelings for each other. They fell in love on set. So when Jane Seymour delivered that monologue, she was speaking from the heart. The emotion you see on screen is genuine. It's not just acting, it's real love captured on film.
Well, here comes the story that I'm officially telling you now, because Chris and I, when we made the film, we literally fell madly in love. And so when you see this film, you will see the real thing. And but we didn't let anyone know. So a few of the people who worked on the show kind of sussed it out, but we were as subtle as we could be about it.
But as with many great love stories, there's a twist. Despite their feelings, life had other plans for Jane and Christopher. There were circumstances and events that kept them from being together after the movie. It's a bittersweet reality that adds even more depth to their performances. Jane Seymour has said in interviews that the love she felt was real. It's why that monologue feels so authentic, so moving, and so unforgettable. Let's take a closer look at the monologue itself. Her words are filled with longing and hope, and every line is delivered with a sincerity that's hard to fake. Now that you know the story behind the scene, watch it again. Notice the way her eyes glisten, the way her voice trembles. That's not just acting, that's real emotion. It's a rare moment where the line between fiction and reality disappears. If you're a fan of Somewhere in Time, these facts make the movie even more special. It's not just a love story on screen, it's a love story behind the scenes, too, and it's a testament to the power of film to capture real human emotion. The next time you watch that monologue, remember what was happening off camera. Remember that Jane Seymour was pouring her real feelings into every word. Remember that the writer himself was sitting in the audience, witnessing his story come to life. It's moments like these that remind us why we love movies. They're not just entertainment, they're windows into the human experience. And if you're wondering about what kept Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve apart, don't worry, that's a story for another video. And trust me, it's just as fascinating. But for now, let's appreciate the magic of that monologue and the incredible story behind it all.